What's up, guys, and welcome back to Straight Shooting Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Dujane Bland. Well, this weekend's games in our NFC and AFC championship games were great. Both teams really came out, played hard. 49ers had to come back from 17 points down to get the win in the Dome, which was loud and off the chain. But I tell you what, they really came back and showed why they deserve to be the NFC champion and to go to this year's Super Bowl. The Ravens, what can you say? The defense came out, gave Tom Brady fits, and Flacco didn't play like Flacco of weeks past. He's starting to progress, and he really made some plays. Some of them, I think, were fortunate plays, but nonetheless, they were plays that were made to get this Ravens team to the Super Bowl. And I think these two teams in the Niners and the Ravens are going to be a great matchup for us to watch in February. Now, in other news in the NFL, the Eagles, they Romeo and Juliet, Chip Kelly, and they get their man. And I think Eagles fans should be excited. This is going to be a great hire. It replaces a guy in Andy Reid who really built the organization up and had real success. And now they come in with another bang and a guy like Chip Kelly. But most people's concern is, will this offense be successful in the NFL? Will his style of coaching be successful in the NFL? And I think this guy is going to be great for the NFL. I know some people are concerned of whether he's going to be a Steve Spurrier type guy, whether he's going to fail in that regard. But I really don't see that. I think Chip Kelly's work ethic shows and speaks for itself there at Oregon. He's going to come in and he's going to get to work. Not like Steve Spurrier, thinking that you can have short days and not spend the time in the office, watching tape, going out golfing. This guy's going to be tuned in to getting this team back to what Andy Reid left it and hopefully advancing to a Super Bowl. That Reid option style offense that he brings is the same offense that the Redskins are running with RG3. The Seahawks are running it with Russell Wilson, and Kaepernick, and they're running some form of it there in San Francisco. And we see that defenses and defensive coordinators are having fits at trying to stop this read option pistols type offense. And I think with that is going to be a great addition for this Eagles football team. Now, I know there's some questions at quarterback with Nick Foles and Michael Vick, but if Vick stays, this could be a really good start for their offense and a guy who can run that read option style. Now, the only question or warning that I would have for Chip Kelly is that this type of offense is great, but it needs to be used with moderation. We've seen what can happen when we get a little bit read option quarterback run happy in RG3 and his injury resulting in a knee injury there. But we also see guys like Kaepernick and Russell Wilson who are running it pretty fluently aren't really taking the hits, and maybe they are a little bit smarter than Griffin, but they're taking the hits as well, and they're not getting hurt. So I guess there's a happy medium there that guys need to be focused on when they're running this type of offense. But he's going to have a really good talent group to be able to run this type of offense with Deshaun Jackson, Macklin, Shady McCoy in the backfield. The only questions that really are there is if this offensive line can do the job and protect Michael Vick and do the things needed to be able to execute this offense well. And that's it. That is going to be it for Chip Kelly if he can get this turned around. But you can best bet that the conditioning will be there. They will be running a lot of wind sprints in Philadelphia. Now we have a viewer's question from Meet Your Demise, and he is asking us, do you think the Boston Celtics have a shot at making the NBA championship? Well, any team led by Doc Rivers is going to have a shot at the NBA championship. We know Doc Rivers puts together some of the best teams, can get and motivate guys to play way above what they think they can do. And I think when you look at this team, Doc Rivers has done a great job of getting young guys with his veteran leadership in Garnett and Pierce to be able to help them and bolster them and keep them fresh throughout the season. The workload is not on them as a unit between Pierce and Garnett. If Rondo can stay healthy and he can be there through the entire season and be healthy in the playoffs, I think this team's going to be right there in the Eastern Conference Finals. But I don't see them edging out the Heat. The Heat is just an all-around better team. They have that been there, done that mentality. And LeBron James is now playing like that player that we've always wanted him to be, coming out and really taking control and taking the reins when the game is on the line, coupled with Dwayne Wade and Bosh. And they have a really good bench and a good nucleus of guys that will scrap, get rebounds, and get physical down there in the paint. And I just don't think as of today, in this early season, when you look at these teams as a whole, that Boston is ready for that type of matchup. But hey, it is early in the season, and things could change down the road. But as of today, I think it's going to be the Heat that edge out Boston when you're talking about a 7-game series. Well, that's it for our show. We thank you for tuning in, and tune in next time to Straight Shooting Sports Talk.